Hi guys, it's Kelsi, and I'll be your host today. I'm excited. We're talking cereal, and not only are we talking cereal, in this video and in subsequent videos, we will learn which cereal is the greatest current cereal out of 64 cereals. Because if you're familiar with basketball and sports, it's March Madness right now. Well, guess what? Forget March Madness. It's Morning Madness with Kelsi. And yes, it's going to be a bracket just like basketball. 64 cereals pitted against each other. And let me just explain quickly what I did here. So I came up with a list of 64 current cereals. I tried to vet them as, best as possible to make sure that they truly were current. And hopefully I did a good job. We'll see. If you guys think that a cereal is not current, you can tell me. I've got one backup cereal in case I've got something accidentally that isn't current, but I tried. So I want to thank you guys who are joining right now. We're talking all about cereal and how I made the bracket and kind of like the rules of how I'm doing this. So again, 64 current cereals. And usually sometimes, in real sports, you got all these seeds and you got the bracket filled out ahead of time. We're doing a bracket reveal tonight, and only some of the things are already on the bracket. And what I did was I took 8 of my favorite cereals, and those became my top 8 overall seeds, and I put those on the bracket. And I could have done more seeds because, in real basketball, you've got more seeds. But I didn't want my bias to take over the bracket. So essentially, I kind of wanted it to be a little bit more random and for you guys to vote after the bracket is put together and for, me not to be as big of a factor, but I had to pick my top 8 at least. So I think this is a fair way. I get my favorites in there, but mostly it's up to you guys and it's random as well in terms of the placement on the bracket. So I think that's fair. Now let's go through before we start picking and putting together the bracket. Let me just tell you what's on the bracket, the top 8 seeds. Okay, so we've got at the very top here, you don't need to see it because I'll post this after, Cinnamon Toast Crunch. And the other top seeds are Frosted Mini Wheats, Lucky Charms, Fruit Loops, Captain Crunch, Cocoa Pebbles, love Cocoa Pebbles, Rice Krispie Treat cereal. And this is important. This is the only thing I've kind of finagled on. So everything is current, but in my bracket, I have specified that the Rice Krispie Treat cereal is the recipe from the 90s because they have redone this recipe and it's atrocious. It's a travesty, as I was telling my friend Sean earlier. It is a literal travesty. I know that's hardcore to say, but the 90s recipe was perfect. You had these clumps and clusters, and it was like you were eating a Rice Krispie treat in a bowl. Now they've changed it completely. It's just like some barely frosted regular Rice Krispies with some fake marshmallows. So technically, Rice Krispie Treat cereal is current and it still exists, but I'm kind of changing it a bit to, on my bracket, we're talking about the 90s recipe. So that's the only thing I'm kind of cheating on a little bit. And finally, the last cereal that's part of my top 8 seed is O's. And you guys might not have heard of O's. They're kind of hard to find, but I really like them. They're super crunchy, and we'll talk more about them as time goes in subsequent videos, because I'm going to give you some cereal facts in future videos. Once the polls get going and we start getting results in, then we'll talk about some interesting things. We'll talk about cereal commercials, but today it's basically the bracket reveal. And a little bonus, after the bracket reveal, I'll be tasting 2 cereals. One, someone recommended it to me, Pop-tarts strawberry-filled cereal. We'll see if this is really good. I've already got it poured out and ready to go. The second thing I'm tasting in 2 ways, technically 3 ways because I'm eating it plain too, is Weetabix. It's a British thing apparently, also Canadian. It says it's from Canada. Whatever. Anyway, I'm going to taste this for the first time. It's going to be a lot of fun. And I'll have an assistant to help me heat, because I'm going to try it cold, I think with with bananas and honey. And then I'm going to try it warm. And then again, like I said, I'm going to just eat a piece of one plain, which will be weird. Nails already warned me it's dry. All right, so let's get going here. I'm excited. Yee! Okay. Oh, and just so you know how I'm doing this, so I wrote all the 64 names of the cereals. Actually, 64 minus 8. So 56 names in this box. So everything besides my top 8 seeds are in this little box. I'm going to shake it up. and they're all written on pieces of paper, and I folded them in half. So, just like this, here's one into the box here. I'm going to close it, and I'm going to shake it. We're trying to be fair here. So, see the Frosted Flakes mini box? Yeah. It looks so tiny in my hand. All right. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. All right. So then I've got another big box I'm going to pour it into for easy picking and for thematic reasons. As you can see, it's a big cereal box for all my assortment packs. So this specific assortment pack had a lot of good ones, by the way. But look at the cute little frosted mini-wheat. He's so adorable. He's one of my favorite mascots. And we'll talk about cereal mascots later in a different video. It'll be a lot of fun. All right. So here we go. Shake, shake, shake. One last shake. And we're going to pour it into this big box. All right, get in there, little dudes. Come on, choices. Go, go. All right. Oh, one stuck to the bottom. Paul just wanted me to use this bigger box. I could have just used the little one, but... All right, now they're in here. Let's go. I'm so excited. All right, so the first thing that's already on the bracket, one of my top seeds, Cinnamon Toast Crunch. What is going against Cinnamon Toast Crunch? Woo-hoo. All right, here we go. Our first one. Oh, this is going to be an easy contest. Kellogg's Corn Flakes is going against Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Woo! That's not a tough decision at all. At least not to me. I mean, you do Corn Flakes is a classic cereal, though. I mean, you could take into account the history and so on and so forth. We'll see. All right, the second part of the bracket, there's nothing in there. There's no seeds there already, so we'll pick both of the things that go against each other. All right, Frankenberry. Woo! Let's see what Frankenberry is going against. And by the way, guys, these polls on Twitter will start tomorrow. So look out for the first few polls. I'll be doing quite a few a day, and we're going to do our next video in the next couple weeks. All right, so Frankenberry versus Frosted Cheerios. I think that's a good pairing right there. Frosted Cheerios are good. That's a nice matchup. I like that. I like that a lot. See, I wouldn't have put those two together, but I like it. All right, here we go. Again, this is going to be a blank bracket, so we got a blank little branch of a bracket. Oh, we got French Toast Crunch, which is a offshoot of Cinnamon Toast Crunch. They're in shapes of toast, and they're cinnamony. They're good. So let's see what French Toast Crunch goes against. All right, here we go. All right, and again, I'm going to make up this bracket right after this video is over. I'll put a link in the description once it's done. I just have to type it out quickly. All right, Honey Smacks. Honey Smacks versus French Toast Crunch. That's fun. That's a good one, too. Now, if you guys remember, Honey Smacks is the cereal with the frog on the box. There is a different version, which is included in this box. We'll see if it comes up and when it comes up, and we'll talk about that cereal later. The other version of Honey Smacks by a different company has a mascot of a bear. And really, it's hard to find in the United States. My mom and dad actually want that other version. It's almost the post version of Honey Smacks. They want to find that, but they've been having trouble finding it. Apparently, it's easy to find in Canada, though. All right, so next little branch of the bracket, let's see who goes against who. Oh, there's a lot of Cinnamon Toast Crunch here right off the bat. We've got Cinnamon Toast Crunch Churros, which is a new version of Cinnamon Toast Crunch, a new iteration. And I haven't tried it, I gotta say, but the box makes it look delicious. I looked it up. All right, so Cinnamon Toast Crunch Churros goes against Honey Nut Cheerios, a classic there. I don't know. I think even though the churros seem tempting, I think Honey Nut Cheerios, it has the history behind it. It's got the pedigree. I don't know. We got to see. Derek and Nails are clapping for each one. All right. This one's kind of boring, but actually I like this cereal quite a bit. It's more on the healthy side. We got Oatmeal Squares. All right. Oatmeal Squares versus Pop-tarts cereal, which we will try today. So I have a feeling Pop-tart cereal might win just because it seems more fun and people might give it the benefit of the doubt. And I will say, let me step away, guys. I need a pen real quick. I need to get a pen. 2 seconds, I'll be back. Oh, my cereal's falling over. I thought I had everything. Hustling and bustling, rustling and moving around. All right, I got my pen now. I need this to start marking stuff off. All right, so far we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. And this one done. Okay, got 2 more matchups before we get to the next seed. All right. Hopefully I'm doing all this math right. All right, next 2. Here we go. Captain Crunch, Peanut Butter Crunch versus Cookie Crisp. That's a good matchup there. I like that. I like that a lot. Man, I like all these matchups so far. I'm not thinking it's kind of predictable yet, so I'm kind of happy with how this is going so far. All right, another pair that we got to pick together. Let's see them pitted against each other. Reese's Puffs, a 90s classic, still around today. I Googled it. Versus a new cereal, drumstick cereal. And yes, we're talking about drumsticks as in the ice cream. So there is a cereal with like little bits and pieces. I have not tasted it. I, of course, have tasted Reese's Puffs. But again, 2 sugary pair-ups. I think that's going to be quite good to see who wins there. Jessie says her favorite cereal is regular Captain Crunch. Yeah, that is one of my top seeds. So we'll see what's pitted against Captain Crunch in a little while. We're getting there now. Derek says he thinks Cookie Crisp is going to win against Captain Crunch Peanut Butter Crunch. I think Cookie Crisp has a good chance. But I wasn't seeing a lot of Cookie Crisp love in my tweets, in the comments. All right. So this next... All right, now I'm already losing my place here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got to keep being fair here. Make sure we're doing everything by the maths. All right, so this next one's going to go against Frosted Mini Wheats because that's one of my seeds and that's the bottom of this part of the bracket. All right, Raisin Bran Crunch versus Frosted Mini Wheats. And I think that's a good pairing, actually. I like that. All right, that's cool. All right, now we're going into the bottom half of the bracket, and starting off this bracket is another one of my top 8 seeds, Lucky Charms. What will Lucky Charms go against? All right, Chex. I think it's pretty easy to say that Lucky Charms is going to win this battle here. Lucky Charms versus Chex. I think Chex has no chance. Get out of here, Chex. You're going to lose. You're going to lose big time. We'll have to see. I mean, Twitter will make the decision, but I just have a feeling people were shouting out Lucky Charms and really giving it props in my Twitter Twitter questions that I put out recently. So I'm thinking that's got the leg up. All right, we've got Cheerios versus what is it going to go against? Cinnamon Life. I think that's a good matchup, but I would give the leg up to Cinnamon Life. At least that's what I think is going to happen. We'll see. I think Cinnamon Life's going to win that one. All right, another pair that we've got to pick. Captain Crunch Crunch Berries. So another iteration of Captain Crunch versus Wheaties. Again, I think Captain Crunch is going to win. It's hard. You would think that it's easy to pick 64 cereals, just name off 64. It's actually quite hard. Now, if you were talking about cereals throughout all of time, it's easy. There's tons that have been discontinued that are amazing. But, I had to start stretching in terms of like brand-based cereal. And not that, people know Wheaties. It's kind of like a classic American like symbol in a way, a sports icon in the Wheaties box. You can't leave it off in a way. But again, in terms of taste, is it really going to beat any of the sugary cereal? I don't think so. And yes, I am going to have some Weetabix, guys, as the stream goes on at the end after the bracket's revealed. The Weetabix tasting shall ensue. And it'll be crazy. I'm very excited, but also nervous because I've heard a mixture of things. I got people like my friend Warren saying that, hey, that's bricks. Get that out of here. Don't put it on the list. Then I got other people saying Weetabix is great. Like it's a British breakfast staple or something. I will give you my opinion at the end. And like I said, I'm being very fair because I'm having it a multitude of ways. I'm not just having it one way because there's all kinds of ways to eat it apparently. And there's even articles about best ways to eat it. Kelsi is going with all the sugary cereals, says Dave. Yes, I basically am picking all the sugary cereals. But if I'm wrong, I'll be surprised because then it'll be like an upset kind of, So we'll see. We shall see. All right. Apple Jacks versus, there's no way, versus Total. Again, another brand-based cereal. There's just no way. There's just absolutely no possible earthly way that that's winning. All right, here we go. Honey Bunches of Oats. I like that cereal quite a bit, actually. It's one of the more healthy cereals that I like. It has a good flavor. Versus Cocoa Krispies. That should be a good matchup. I like that. All right. The box is feeling lighter and lighter. Another pair we've got to pick. Honey Bunches of Oats with almonds. That was a stretch to add that in there, but it is different. And I actually preferred the kind with almonds. So, Honey Bunches of Oats with almonds versus Peeps cereal. This is another new cereal that I can't say I've tried. However, I am intrigued, but I'm also grossed out a bit. The idea of it seems odd. I don't know if it actually works. If you guys in the chat right now happen to have tried Peeps cereal, please let me know. It's strange. It's a limited edition. It is still available right now. You can even get it online. So if that seems appealing to you, you guys can order a box. I just ordered 2 boxes, so I could have gone crazy and like taste tested a ton, but I decided to just get the Pop-tarts cereal and the Weetabix from Amazon, and I'm kind of cooling it with the others. But maybe in future videos of this cereal series, that's a tongue twister, future videos of this cereal series, we can maybe taste a few more, but I got to get through these boxes first. I'm going to gain 20 pounds from all these cereals. But hey, we're having fun, right? Of course, I got so many over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yep, I think we're on track here. Yeah. All right. Here we go. Rice Krispies versus Hershey's Kisses cereal. And that's another new cereal, easily available online. And I've seen it in stores actually in person. I've never tried it. Looks super chocolatey. I like a chocolate cereal, but I kind of like a subtle chocolate cereal. That's why Cocoa Krispies is one of my 8 seeds. But I don't know if I'd like Hershey's Kisses cereal. I think that could be too chocolatey for me. And again, Hershey's Kisses cereal going against plain Rice Krispies. I don't know. I don't see how that could work there. All right, here we go. Honeycomb versus Life. Life is actually pretty good, but there's also flavored Life that I think is better than the original. And Honeycomb is really good. I'd be surprised if it lost against Life. We'll see. All right, now this is the bottom of the left part of my bracket, and one of my top 8 seeds is down there. So Fruit Loops is down here. Let's see what Fruit Loops is going against. Fruit Loops will go against Kix. There's no way Kix is winning. Get out of here, Kix. All right. And now we're at the top half on the right side of the bracket. We've got another one of my top seeds there, Captain Crunch. What will Captain Crunch go against? Fruity Pebbles. That's a hard matchup there. Damn. Like, I know that there would be some upsets because I'm doing random picks. But I think Fruity Pebbles is quite a popular cereal. I know Captain Crunch is. That should be a great poll right there. I'm very excited about that. Wow, that's going to be a hard one. Rob just said Kix taste like dish soap. I haven't had Kix. I don't know if I've ever had them. I don't know. It kind of reminds me of shoes. I don't really want to eat a cereal that's like reminds me of the name of shoes. I don't know. The Sunny Wolf is saying, I don't think we have half of these cereals in Ontario, Canada, and he's laughing about it. Yeah, I mean, some of these cereals are actually, I have specifically at least 2 or 3 that I could only find that exist in like Britain or Canada. Then, of course, others are more like American-based cereals. So I've got a mix. I feel like I even represented like Canada and Britain in this because there's some things like, I'll get to it later, but one of the things in this box is a Nesquik cereal, and I believe you can't find that here. I think you can find it in Britain, but I'm not sure. I looked it up, so I think it's a current cereal. It's just hard to find around here in the USA. All right, so let's look at the other comments real quick. What is life? Says the Sunny Wolf. That's who just said that they don't have a lot of those cereals in Canada. Life is kind of just like it almost reminds me a little bit of Chex Mix in cereal form, like the little square ones. I don't really know what to compare it to. I don't know. Some of these cereals are beyond description. All right, another pair here. Sorry, I'm coughing. It's all the smell of the cereals. I've got some milk here. I'm choking on the milk. And it's supposed to be for my Pop-tart cereal. Just to let you guys know, look at how the Pop-tart cereal looks. Isn't it weird? It's like a mini Pop-tart, but not. I mean, you don't get the little frosted. It is frosted, but you don't see like the little sprinkles on the front. So this will be tasted later. Now, in terms of the Weetabix, I have not opened that. Though Pop-Tart, I did open it and pour it already. I didn't want to do that with the Pop-Tarts. I wanted that ready and to go. And the Weetabix, I want to be more surprised when I take a look at the actual, apparently it looks like a brick. It looks like a brick on the box. So I want to be surprised when I see the brick in person. I want you guys to see it. So we'll see. Chex Mix, another basic, boring cereal. Basically, life is kind of a basic, boring cereal, but you know, you've got to put it on the list. See, Wrestling UK is saying, "OMG, is she eating dried Weetabix?" I will eat it dry, and I've already been warned. My friend Nails has warned me. I'm scared, but I'm gonna do it. Oh, this is a good take here. I mean, it's a different take, kind of controversial here. We'll have to see. Sports and Things shows says Pop-Tarts aren't meant to be a cereal. I don't know. Maybe I'll taste it and love it. All right, let's go down the bracket more, and I'll keep trying to pay attention to you guys' comments too. All right, sorry for the cough. It's funny, I just mentioned this thinking that it was only in Britain, and it happened to pop up. I swear it was a coincidence. Nesquik cereal against Pops. That's an interesting matchup. I like that. All right. Pops is a good cereal. I like Pops a lot. And if you guys don't know what Pops looks like, see the yellow box here? That's Pops. Classic. I had that forever, my whole life. All right, let's go now. Another pair. All right, I'm not looking. Just trying to grab these darn little pieces of paper. Okay, Cocoa Puffs. Oh, what is it going against? Frosted Krispies. Now, that's a good matchup. We've had a few good matchups here. Some are duds, these matchups. Some of you think you know what's going to happen, but others, I think we're going to be surprised. It's going to be a tough battle. All right, another pair here. Booty-O's. Okay, so if you guys know, I do talk wrestling. I'm a wrestling fan, as I know many of you guys are too. Booty-O's is New Day's cereal, which is still sold. I could find it on FYE, so I'm including it in this poll. I've never had it. I've heard from people, though, that it's decent. So Booty-O's against Cinnamon Chex. Now, again, Chex is a little boring, just like Life, but the flavored Chex and Life cereals are actually good. So Booty-O's versus Cinnamon Chex. We'll have to see who will win. I don't know. I feel like all my wrestling fans will automatically just vote for Booty-O's just cuz. So there could be a bias in that one. It would have been cool if it was like Booty-O's versus Fruity Pebbles. Then there's no way Booty-O's would have won. There would have been no bias. No possibility. All right. Oh, yeah, I was waiting to get to this one. Eggo cereal, which I have not tried but want to try, versus Count Chocula. Whoa. That's tough. I really want to try this Eggo cereal. I have a feeling it's great. Man, it's going to be difficult. I don't know. Oh, it feels like we're getting down to the bottom here. We only have, like a bracket and a couple of branches to go. Trix. This is one of the ones I'm waiting for. Trix is one of the best cereals ever. It just missed my top 8 seeds. I almost put it in there, but, I didn't have it a lot as a kid. And so maybe that's why it just missed out on my top 8, because I had a lot of the other ones I chose in the top 8 a lot more often than I did have Trix. So Trix misses the top 8 seed, but barely, just barely by a hair. All right, so Trix is going against Oreo O's. I like that. I like that matchup. That's scary. I don't know what's going to win. I want Trix to win, but I know people like Oreo O's, and I just saw those in the store. All right, here we go. C Wrestling UK said, I had to pay $32 for a box of Bootios to get them here in the UK. Hashtag dedication. I want to know if you actually like them. Oh, so someone, Nails asked, were they any good? And C Wrestling UK said, yes, Bootios were good, just not worth another $32, so never got them again. Now, that's a really expensive box of cereal, I gotta say. Sunny Wolf says, Oreo O's is another one they don't have in Canada. Again, it's there's a lot of cereals on here that are just American, but I think we have to include them to get to 64. If we just did Canadian cereals or Britain cereals, I think we wouldn't have enough to fill out the bracket. That's why I kind of use stuff from each country. I tried to be fair as possible. All right, man, that last one was awesome. Oreo O's versus Trix. Frosted Flakes, another heavy hitter. Not my top 8, but still a popular choice. So Frosted Flakes versus Raisin Bran. My friend Mark Blutman said Raisin Bran is going to overcome and this old school classic will win. I'm sorry, Mark. I don't see how it's going to win against Frosted Flakes. I mean, that is almost like that could have gone in the second tier of the bracket. Like those could have been matched up in the second round in a way, because Raisin Bran, although it's not that good, it is a classic. So how is it going to fare against Frosted Flakes? I'm sorry, Mark. I think it's going to lose. We'll have to see. I think you'll be disappointed. Plus, Raisin Bran Crunch is somewhere on here too. And to me, if you had to pick, I think Raisin Bran Crunch is the better cereal. All right, so now we're at the bottom of the top part of the right side of my bracket, and one of my 8 seeds is there, Cocoa Pebbles. What is Cocoa Pebbles going against? Crave, another chocolatey cereal kind of. It's an outer shell. I haven't tried it, but I've seen a lot of commercials for this Crave cereal. And there's like a dark chocolate inside. So Crave, someone suggested it when I asked for cereal suggestions, so I put it on the list. So Crave versus Cocoa Pebbles. All right, and now the final part of the bracket, the bottom half on the right side. We're starting with my favorite cereal of all, Rice Krispie Treat cereal, 90s recipe, remember. So when you're voting in this poll in the days and weeks to come, anytime I mention Rice Krispie Treat cereal, it is the 90s recipe. If you tried the new recipe and were just as disappointed as me, fear not. Vote as if it was the 90s recipe. So what is going against my beloved Rice Krispie Treat cereal? Honey Made S'mores! That's a hard one. Oh no, I'm scared. I'm scared it's not going to make it. Oh man. Because people are all, they were recommending the s'mores cereal to me in my tweets. So, oh man, that could be a beloved one. No! I want the treat cereal to make it. All right, here's another pair we got to do. Okay, here we go. Grape Nuts. And, okay, my friend at Take the Bump Pod said, I want to see Grape Nuts in this bracket just so it can get completely crushed. I gave him his wish. Grape Nuts are on the bracket, and I'm sure it will get crushed. So what cereal will crush Grape Nuts? No pun intended. Oh, God. Anyway, so any malt oatmeal bag cereal. So any version like Dino Bites, because some people were saying, we only buy the generic forms of cereal in a bag. Can you include those in your bracket? So I decided I'll lump them together, and if anyone likes any of the bags over the other cereal, they can vote for it. So it's literally any bag of malt oatmeal versus Grape Nuts. I think the bags are going to win. Bags and nuts. Oh God. This is now I'm getting un-PG now. What's going on? All right, now our second pair here. All right. For people who missed, all these cereals have been in Ontario for many years. Again, people from Canada saying they never heard of Grape Nuts. Rice Krispies would be totally useless to me if I didn't love Rice Krispie Treats. That's a good point there, Jesse, because, obviously you can buy a whole box of Rice Krispies and use it to make fresh Rice Krispie Treats. Yes, they sell the generic Rice Krispie Treats in a package, and those are good, but they're not as good as making fresh Rice Krispie Treats at home with Rice Krispie cereal. So to me, I am on the same wavelength as you, Jesse. I think that the only reason I would ever buy Rice Krispies, the cereal, the plain kind, is to make the treats. So other than that, get out of here, Rice Krispies. All right, next matchup. Special K versus, and this is real, guys. I hadn't heard of it till I started researching cereal. Hostess Twinkies cereal. It's real. It exists. It's weird. Can you even imagine? I love Twinkies. It's probably one of my favorite snack foods ever. God, I haven't had one in years though. I just try not to eat them because I go crazy and then I start buying more of them. I try to like hold back, just not even buy them. Don't even get into the temptation at all. But them in a cereal, I don't know. I just don't know. Dave is like perplexed right now. Twinkies cereal? What? And then Derek is saying blah, but like I guess he thinks that's disgusting, and it might be. I mean, for all I know, I haven't tried it. Golden Grams. Here is a sleeper. It wasn't part of my top 8, but just missed my top 8 because I really love that cereal. And that is going against Fruit Loops with marshmallows. And I believe Nails was one of the people that I think she nominated Fruit Loops with marshmallows. So Fruit Loops with marshmallows versus Golden Grams. I don't know. I'm giving the leg up to Golden Grams because it's such a classic. Here we go. Another pair. Chocolate peanut butter Cheerios versus Weetabix. I don't know. I mean, I don't know how many people have tried chocolate peanut butter Cheerios. Maybe Weetabix will get the leg up just on the kind of unknown name of chocolate peanut butter Cheerios. Possibly Weetabix could win this poll, I think. It's doable, but I don't know, because one is flavored, one is not. But it seems to me, from what I've observed, that people think Weetabix is awesome. Some people hate it. But there seems to be a lot of hidden Weetabix love out there. So, I don't know. I think it has a chance in these polls. All right. I think 2 more pairs and then a single. Is that how many I have left? Let's see if I didn't totally screw this up. 1 more pair and then, okay, so I just miscounted. That's fine. All right. 1 more pair and then a single, and that would be right. All right, I'm going to mix these up. Last 3. All right, let's go. I'm trying to be completely fair here. All right, so my last pair. Sour Patch Kids cereal. Yes, it's real. You can find people reviewing it on YouTube. It's hard to find now because I think they're about to discontinue it, but it does exist, at least from what I've researched. So Sour Patch Kids cereal versus Boo Berry. I think Boo Berry's going to win. I mean, that's classic. Those monster cereals are very, very classic and popular. And finally, against one of my favorite cereals, my last top seed, O's. What is going against my favorite O's? Golden Crisp. And again, so here's the other version. We were talking about Honey Smacks earlier. Golden Crisp is very similar to Honey Smacks. I think it's also called Sugar Crisp in Canada. It's very hard to find in the United States. The mascot is a bear, I believe, for Golden Crisp. For Honey Smacks, it's a frog. And so Golden Crisp will go against my O's. I really like the Honey Graham O's, so I hope they win. We'll see, though, because I also like Golden Crisp, but not as much as Honey Smacks. So if I had to choose between the two, Honey Smacks all day. Cereal names are so weird. Whatever. They're weird. This has been so much fun, guys. So that's the complete bracket. And I know it's hard to absorb me just saying names in kind of succession like that. But don't worry. It was too hard to do graphics live to try to type it out and then show it. Especially because my bracket that I'm going to fill out is a PDF. So once this is done, I'm going to go fill out my PDF bracket, and then I will post a link on this video. So if you're watching later, you could easily click in the description and you'll find the whole bracket. It'll either be a picture or a shared Word document. I haven't decided how I'm going to do it yet. But it'll be easy for everyone to see, and I'll also I will post it on Twitter as well in its entirety, all written out. All right, so now we get to the part that people are waiting for, the taste testing. All right, we're going to start with the not as in-demand cereal taste that I do. Everyone's excited about the Weetabix. I am also excited, but also a little anxious about it. We have to see. First, we're going to do Pop-tarts. All right, I'm going to do it dry first. Here we go. Cool-looking spoon. Kind of like neon 90s, whatever. I got a few little Pop-tart nuggets in here. I'm going to try one. There is some little sprinkles on the front. I thought there wasn't any. I'm going to try it dry. Here we go. Let's smell it first. Artificial strawberry, just like a real Pop-tart. So it's on the right track, I guess. It's okay. It could be more crunchier, I guess. tastes like a Pop-Tart, though. That's cool. What the hell? It's real. It's like a mini Pop-Tart. I wonder if the cereal will ruin it. I like that the taste is just like a Pop-Tart. I do think the shell could be a little crunchier, especially I have a feeling this will get very soggy very quickly. We will see. Of course, because I coughed and drank some of my milk, I don't know if I have enough for these little 5 pieces here. All right, let's see what's going on. All right, get in the milk, dudes. Get in there, get in there. All right. I'm a little anxious here. I don't know how it's going to be with milk, because plain it's pretty good, but I don't know with milk. Senses, trying to absorb it. Actually, it's pretty good. I like it. Hey, it's not bad. I could eat this whole box. I was worried I would waste this whole huge box of Pop-Tart cereal. I approve. Now let's think about a star rating here. They seem to be holding up in the milk, too. It's not soggy yet. This is pretty great, actually. This whole stream is ridiculous, by the way. I don't know what possessed me to do Morning Madness, but I love cereal. like Seinfeld, like he's always eating cereal. If you guys are fans of Seinfeld, if you look in the set, in the back, Kramer's always in the kitchen. You can always see a whole shelf of cereal. And a lot of times, you've got Jerry on screen eating cereal. So to me, I guess I take after Seinfeld a little bit, and I love cereal too. My mom only used to she only would get 2 cereals at a time. She'd never let me get more. She'd be like, pick out 2 and that's it. Also, Trix was basically banned. I never got to get Trix, and I was always so sad. And so now, I'm a bitter 90s kid, because now the only Trix I can get are the round generic Trix. I missed out on the cool shape Trix from back in the 90s. What are you doing to me, Mom? How could you deprive me? Now I can't get it. This is so ridiculous. But so now I get Trix a lot. I just didn't get it a lot growing up. But the funny thing is, so my first year in college, I lived in an apartment on campus. And so my first thing was, I wasn't excited about having my own space. Literally the first thing that popped in my mind when I was moving in with my roommate Teresa was, oh my God, now I can get 20 cereals at one time. Yes! So here's a true story. I didn't get 20. I got like 10 boxes of my favorite cereals, including Rice Krispie, I think, treat cereal, because I think they were around then too. I know I got Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I know I got Fruit Loops. I don't think I got Frosted Flakes. I think I got Honey Grahams and a whole bunch of cereals. 10. What happened? A lot of them got stale. So maybe my mom was right all along, because I basically wasted lots of boxes of those cereals. But I mean, the idea of it was so exciting, and seeing them in my cabinet was such a huge thing, like an accomplishment or something. Yeah, now I've made it. I'm on my own. And then I still wasted it. What a terrible failure. All right, last few ones that have been sitting in the milk more, still not bad. Still have hold up, still not gross. Sometimes the cereal gets too soggy and you're like, ugh, sick. That was the soggiest piece there. It had been sitting at least a minute or 2, fully in the milk. Not bad. I like it. Not bad at all. All right, so as we were saying, a star rating. Stars. It's hard, because I liked it. It tasted like a Pop-Tart. But it's is a Pop-Tart meant to be a cereal? I don't know. This is difficult. I hate rating stuff. I hate making decisions. But I think it's a pretty decent cereal, and I'm pleasantly surprised. So I'm going to give it a great grade. I'm going to give it 4 out of 5 stars, because I think I would eat it again without having to taste test it for no reason at all. I would just buy it just because. I like it, and I like Pop-Tarts, so... And I think they have that maple brown sugar kind. There's a Pop-Tart that is maple brown sugar, and it's great. So good. I think they also have a version of the cereal that's not just the strawberry. I think they've got the brown sugar one. Now, don't quote me on this. I'll have to relook it up after the stream, and I'll issue a correction if it's wrong. And I am laughing at some of these comments right now. It almost made me cry, actually. C Wrestling UK said, I am watching someone eat cereal at 2 a.m. UK time. Life is perfect. Thank you, C Wrestling UK, for staying up and watching a stream about random cereal. I really appreciate you. It's so random. this whole idea, but I think it's fun. Why not? I mean, I'm not really a basketball fan, but the idea of brackets are a lot of fun. And I did the same thing with 90s kids movies and family movies from the 90s. You know, Free Willy got pitted against other movies, Blank Check, and that video will be in a few weeks. I'm very excited about that. So I'm just a fan of brackets, not necessarily sport brackets, but hey, if you can make it about pop culture stuff, why not? Why not just do it? Nails is saying my face lit up when I said it tasted like a Pop-Tart. I haven't heard of Timbit cereal. People are talking about that in the comments. Wait a minute. Tim Hortons cereal? That's what Timbit cereal is? I like Tim Hortons. I've only been to one once. Whoa, comes in chocolate and birthday cake? I gotta find this. I don't know if I can get it here. I'll have to look on Amazon. Oh good, Trix is in Canada. That's great. Trix in the 90s was amazing, says Derek. Unfortunately, I didn't know. She just had a problem with Trix. I don't know why my mom, out of all the cereals, another one, Captain Crunch, she kind of banned me from a little bit. She's like, no Captain Crunch. I guess to her, they were going past the point of no return. However, why'd she let me eat Rice Krispie Treat cereal? That's like the worst of them all in terms of sugar, I'm sure. I don't have like the nutrition facts in front of me, but I'm only guessing that the Rice Krispie Treat cereal is the worst. I mean, to me, it makes sense that it would be. Jessie says she likes the cereal spoon that's neon green. Thank you. It's actually from a yogurt shop. It's not like a 90s kids cereal spoon. I wish it was. However, in a future cereal bracket video, when we start to get the results in, I will show you a few magnets that my boyfriend / co-host Paul has collected from a long time ago. And it's really cool because it's some old school cereal mascots, like really old looking versions of them, and they're in magnets form. So I can't wait to show you guys. That'll be something for later, like cereal merchandise. Also, if you guys remember any great cereal prizes that you got growing up, leave them in the chat here, because I honestly was trying to think about it before I came on the stream. What prizes did I get as a kid? And I can't really remember any cereal prizes for some reason. But if you guys remember any ones that stick out from a certain cereal, or even if you can't remember the cereal you got it in, if you can remember the toy, or even vaguely the description of the toy, shout it out. I'll read it. All right, so I really appreciate all you guys chatting in the chat and hanging with me. This is so fun. This is like a dream. I've been wanting to cover cereal for a long time, and I don't know how this idea popped into my head about doing the bracket. I do know that I got to give a shout out to my friend Trace. He started by saying you should do comparisons of candy, and then we started talking about food and great candy and how to pair candy against each other in polls, and then we decided why not cereal. And now look, my lovely assistant has come out at the exact right time to prepare my Weetabix. Thank you, lovely assistant. You shall see him in a second. So again, what Paul is doing, he's putting cold milk in one, cold milk in another. One he shall heat up. Oh yeah, I forgot to cut up bananas. So you might have to bring it to me.
You'll have to do it without bananas.
No, I need the banana. That's what the box says to do. And the honey.
I'm not touching any groceries.
He doesn't like bananas, so we literally bought bananas just to taste in the Weetabix. All right? Paul hates it. If it touches him, he will freak.
Louisiana.
And we've got Louisiana honey. Sorry, I know we're bumping the mic here. We've got Louisiana honey, which is good. It's, hey, local. Whatever. Shop local. All right, so I have to peel the banana, apparently. Whatever. Paul won't touch it. First, I'm going to try Weetabix on its own. I have to give you the box, Paul. All right, here's the box. I'm opening the box. Open the box. What's in the box? It's a weird sleeve. What the hell? And there's two of them. Two sleeves? Usually a cereal comes with one bag. This comes with two sleeves. Oh my God, they really are bricks. What's happening? All right, here, Paul. Here's a bag of bricks. All right, I shall try one dry. Actually, give me one from that one. I don't want to open both. I don't even know who we're going to pawn this off on if we don't like it. Paul will just make me eat it and finish it to not waste food. Oh, my God.
They're so thick.
This is weird. I can already tell the consistency's strange. It's falling all over the place. It's dry. No one said eat it dry, but, I mean, I just feel like I have to try it dry. just to be fair and just see what it naturally tastes like. Nails is saying, please don't do it.
Just take one little bite.
Oh, I'll take a bite. Oh my god, this is terrible. Well,
How did you say it was terrible before you even had a bite?
the consistency. Paul's eating it too. Thoughts? Get near the mic. Come here. Get near the mic.
It's not terrible.
Get in here.
I'm right here.
You gotta speak right here. Say what you think. Come on, assistant.
It's not bad. I mean, obviously it needs to be sweetened. It tastes like
He says it tastes like.
mm,
I think it tastes like Raisin Bran.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does taste like
So it tastes like plain Raisin Bran, I'm thinking, kind of. I made it through the
or
dryness.
Wheaties or
Wheaties, he
something like
also
that.
is comparing it to Wheaties here.
but obviously different. Okay.
Nail says, dry grass. It kind of is like that. I mean, the consistency is definitely like that.
The one you've been into, is it cold?
Cold now, you're giving me?
Yes.
All right, he's going to give me cold now.
I'm gonna give you half of one in the hot too, or do you want a full?
No, don't put the full one. Put the half. Especially in the hot. I don't think I'm going to eat the whole hot one. All right, so now here comes the cold version of Weetabix and the hot. Dun, 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 dun. Thank you, lovely assistant.
Yes, hot is in your left.
I feel it.
Meanwhile, I'm gonna go eat.
Ooh, it's weird.
Meanwhile, I'm gonna go eat Girl Scout.
Smells funny. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm a little hesitant here. All right, I'm putting the bananas in. What are you
I
doing?
said, well, while you eat Weetabix, I'm gonna eat Girl Scout cookies.
While I eat Weetabix, he's eating Girl Scout cookies. This isn't fair. I love Girl Scout cookies, and it's Thin Mints, the best kind of Girl Scout cookies.
But I will eat that, sir.
You will eat this?
Yes.
Paul says he'll eat it.
Yes.
So it
I
isn't a
gotta
total
sweeten it
waste.
up with some honey, but yes.
But he wants to sweeten it up with honey. All right, that's my next step. And on the back of the box, it does recommend different toppings and things. Okay, so honey and bananas in with the Weetabix. Oops, I'm bumping everywhere. In cold milk. The next stream will be a lot better organized. But I do appreciate my assistant.
Yeah.
All right, it has somehow gotten super dissolvey in seconds. This is strange. There's a weird clump here. It looks weird and different. Wait a minute, where'd it go? Oh, it was the honey. Never mind. This looks strange. All right, so see what's happened here? This is nuts. I wasn't expecting this. It's completely dissolved out of brick form into piece form and oatmeal consistency. Strange. All right, here we go. Wow, it ain't bad. I'm really surprised. I totally eat this. The bananas jazz it up. And there's all kinds of different ways you can eat it, apparently. Man, Warren was really harsh on this cereal. It's not bad. Yeah, I like it. It's good.
No Girl Scout cookies.
He says it's no Girl Scout cookies. Whatever, assistant. Thank you for your time. All right, now to the warm. I think I'm going to hate it. The warm has completely dissolved. In fact, it's not even there. What the hell? You guys can't really see it, but it's not there at all. It's gone. What the hell? It's gone. There's the most minuscule pieces I've ever seen. I mean, literally, I didn't know if you're supposed to warm the milk and then pour it over or microwave the whole thing. However, the box says, and I'm saying it, I'm going by the box, kind of. It says, keep it simple, add milk and warm up. So to me, that says, warm up your whole bowl, microwave it. Which is what Paul did. Man, this is totally gone. This is just milk with some wheat dissolved. I mean, it's not terrible. It's not very sugary. But it's weird that I'm not tasting particles. I'm there is no substance here. It's just gone. What the hell? How do people eat it like this? Why not just drink a glass of milk at this point? That's what it's like. I swear, guys, I'm not making it up. I'm trying to get little bits here, and it's hard to find it on my spoon. I keep going and going. As you can see, there's nothing. I don't know. There was a little bit there. Ugh. Weird after. Like I said, the warm one smelled funny, and it's got a weird taste. I don't know if it's just the microwave chemicals, just the idea of it getting into me and me not liking the idea of it. My little table of things is all crowded up now. All right, so there you have it. I tasted Weetabix, and I'm gonna rate it now. So dry, I made it through. I survived. I lived. I ate dry Weetabix and lived to tell the tale. See, Nails was scared. She was wanting me not to do it, but it wasn't so bad. I'd give it a 1.5 stars out of 5. So 1.5 out of 5 ain't that bad. I could do it again if I had to. I could eat a whole brick plain if I had to, but I wouldn't want to is the thing. Who would want to? I don't know. Anyway, the hot one, I'm already going to give you a spoiler right now. I hated that stuff. I almost rather it dry than this hot stuff because it smelled funny and it was just odd. I mean, totally dissolved. Let's just drink a glass of milk at this point. So to me, the warm one, and I've read, Dave gave me a great article with different statistics on how people eat Weetabix, and actually fewer people eat it warm, so it's more popular as a cold cereal than a warm cereal. And so I don't think I'm really disappointing anybody by saying the warm version I was sorely disappointed, and I gotta give it even less of a rating than the flippin' dry one and give it a 1 out of 5 stars, which is pretty harsh, but I didn't like it. It smells funny and it's gone and bleh. I wouldn't never eat it warm again. Never. Plus, I like cold cereal. I mean, I like oatmeal, but oatmeal is an actual consistency. It doesn't smell funny, and you can actually scoop it in your spoon. And you feel like you're getting some sustenance and stuff, and that you're actually eating something. Whereas the warm Weetabix is just gone. It's goodbye. Now the cold Weetabix, I'm pleasantly surprised. I would never eat it as a plain cereal, and just as Paul said, he tasted it and he didn't think it was bad. He said he would add some sugar to it, as would I, but just adding some honey and bananas really made it taste great. I gotta give it, it wouldn't be my favorite cereal, but I don't feel bad giving it a 3.5 out of 5. I think that's a decent rating, fair. I wouldn't go out of my way to buy it, but I could see why people, if they grew up with it, almost like oatmeal in a way, it's a base type of thing where almost anything goes with it. So to me, to be fair, I don't think it was that bad. So 3.5 out of 5. I could eat it again if I had to. I probably wouldn't go out of my way to buy it, but I don't mind it, I gotta say. And I will finish the box, as will Paul. So there you go. I tasted Weetabix. Yeah, I survived. Morning madness. It has begun. So you guys, you heard the cereal bracket. You heard which cereals are going against which other cereals. Not who, but which cereal will come out victorious in the end. Only one can emerge as the greatest cereal currently. And we will have to see, because the polls, that's the only thing that sucks about this, is the Twitter polls. I kind of feel like, to be fair, I should make them all about 3 days long, at least 2 days. I think it should definitely be more than a day long on the poll length. So each poll is going to have time to circulate. And so even this first round is going to take forever to finish. Even if I do 5 polls a day, that'll take a while. Because we've got over 30 polls that we have to get to, with 64 cereals included. So that's about 32 polls. There you go. And I think I can do it if I do amp up the polls, do one every hour or every hour and a half. So guys, keep tuned to my Twitter at SuperKickingIt, SuperKickingit. Love a cereal, and do you want it to advance to the second round? Make sure you go and look at my Twitter profile and keep up to date on these polls. Because if you want a cereal to advance, the only way you can ensure that is by casting your vote for one or the other. And we'll see how it shapes up in the next video I do. And again, the next video will reveal the next set of winners, and then we'll kind of see where our bracket stands. And that one, I'll have a nice graphic of the bracket ready with the results, so you could all see it visually on the screen. This one, I just didn't have time to do a lot of graphics, so I appreciate you guys bearing with me with not a lot of visual aids or anything. My UK friends, thank you for staying up. You guys rule. I can't believe you're such a trooper to stay up and watch this. It's in the middle of the night, but to you, this stream is probably making you hungry for breakfast time, which is in just a few hours. So I really appreciate you getting through this cereal stuff and supporting me. It means a lot. Thanks, C Wrestling UK. You are awesome. And thanks to everyone in the chat. You guys are so much fun. Please leave a like. And also, if you haven't subscribed already, it would mean a lot if you did. Every subscriber means a lot to me, and every subscriber counts. I'm trying to grow the channel, and I love interacting with you guys, and the more people I can interact with, the better, and it's really enjoyable. Also, keep tuned into my YouTube channel and on my Twitter, because I'll have a lot of stuff coming up, a lot of content coming out soon, including, like I kind of teased a little bit earlier in the stream, my 90s kids movie stream, which is coming in a few weeks. I'm going to set a date very soon, and I'm going to put a graphic up about the topics I'll be discussing for that 90s kids stream. It'll include trivia, it'll include poll results, and we basically did a bracket just like with the cereal bracket, but with movies, and we found out what movie people thought was the ultimate 90s kids/family movie. So we'll reveal those results. We'll also talk about actor and director bios, like what other work they've done, and so on and so forth. Really fun trivia, movie taglines, which I just looked up a whole bunch of 90s movie taglines, and they're so much fun. So again, guys, if you love 90s nostalgia, if you love kids/family movies from that time period, tune into the stream coming in just a few weeks. And again, stay tuned for more cereal videos too, because we'll be talking about cereal trivia as time goes on, including I'm going to put out polls not only for the bracket, but I'm going to start putting out polls for what is your favorite cereal mascot, and I'll pit different mascots against each other. And I'll also put out either a question or a poll. I don't know how I'm going to do it yet, but who remembers. I'll probably put some links out to different cereal commercials from the past, and I'll try to ask people what their most memorable cereal commercials are, or maybe even cereal taglines. Like, there's all kinds. Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, Frosted Flakes, they're great. There's so many. When you think about it, there's so many taglines, just like with movies, with cereal. So we'll talk all about that. We'll have lots of polls and lots of opinions, and I love sharing other people's opinions. Can't wait. But until next time, I want to thank you guys for hanging with me this time. That's it for me. Have a good morning for those of you in the middle of the night, and have a good rest of the evening for those of you in the US. So take care, guys. Thanks so much.